EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Tar Heel state of North Carolina, where the spirit of the late Sam Mills lives on with the pounding of the drum as we're ready for football at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Los Angeles Rams and the Carolina Panthers on Sunday Night Primetime. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. We welcome you. That's the punter, Ethan Evans, to get this started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He's to midfield. Inside the 20. And he goes all the way for the touchdown. Fireworks to start this night with an opening kickoff return for 6. A dream start to this one. The opening kickoff taken back all the way for the first points of the game.
And each one of these teams, Mike, they've spent the entire week discussing how can we get off to a fast start. But you don't get out to much of a faster start in returning the opening kickoff of the game. It's a dream start, as you said, and man, you just don't draw it up much better than that.
Ryan Fitzgerald now to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Panthers will take a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. On the return, this is Blake Corum. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Rams once again led by Matthew Stafford at quarterback. First 12 years with Detroit, his 5th year with the Rams, including a Super Bowl championship, winning Super Bowl 56. The #1 overall pick all the way back in 2009.
All right, Mike, now the question is, how do they come onto the field and answer the bell? They give up the quick strike on the kickoff return. Do they come out here now and try to strike back quickly? Whether it's a long, methodical drive or something fast, just don't press too fast. There is a long way to go, a lot of football left to be played. There is no need to panic. So the hope is, when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Second down, it's Stafford. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. First down. A gain of 16 on that pass play. Good for a Rams first down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
First carry here for Kyron Williams. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Trevin Wallace in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. It's another run here for Williams. And he'll pick his way forward. A gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down.
5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
From the shotgun, it's Stafford. That's a dozen for number 12, and he's got a first down as well.
A gain of 12
And this is what
yards.
you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Off the bootleg, it's Stafford. That is incomplete. No way to force a football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
It's now second
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
On second down, a run with Williams. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up. And now they face third down. Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll try to run for it.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
Sean McVay will send out the field goal unit. This a 48-yard attempt. No issues there. This one is good. And the Rams are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Cuba Hubbard. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So the Panthers led out by their quarterback, Bryce Young. Shaky rookie year, but the back end of his second year, Greg, very effective for the man who was the #1 overall pick out of Alabama in 2023.
Now, this is the type of quarterbacks that just give defensive coordinators nightmares. They stay up all night thinking, okay, what is the best way to defend him? Do we treat him as a runner? Do we treat him as a passer? And I think that's really where the most stress comes in, Mike, is you want to make sure you don't let him kill you with his legs downfield as a runner, but it's also his ability to extend plays as a passer that really creates a lot of stress on your back-end coverage, and that's where those big plays can come. So it's a big challenge. They know it, and we'll find out early on what the plan is.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 8. On the ground, it's Dowdle. He's got room to the 45. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. A gain there of 23 yards. It's good for a Panther first down.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs kind of help wear down the defense. But I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Rams' 41-yard line.
off the play fake. Here's Young. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. The pass intended for Xavier Legette. Now it's going to be third down.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
They'll run without it. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15.
It's a gain of 30.
A big play for the Panthers. And even 30 yards.
Let's not lose sight of just what a good open field tackle that was. I mean, yes, it results in a big gain. But, Mike, if that safety doesn't make that tackle, he's gone.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
You hear quarterback coaches say it all the time. Let's get our guy easy completions. Well, that falls certainly into that category, Mike, but when you fail to connect on those, it just ends up being a wasted down.
On second down, Young. He keeps it himself, and he will get into the end zone. Bryce Young, touchdown, Carolina. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs could be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
The extra point is good. Panthers extend their advantage to 14-3.
Rams 3.
Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Rams offense going to take over now for the second time. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. That's taken in left side by Smith. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
They put Adams in motion. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a first down.
4 yards.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
This is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
Stafford gets this one out quick to Nakua. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
He gets this complete, finding Adams. 20-yard pickup there. First down, LA.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
At the 33-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
From the 33, here's second down and 9. Here's Stafford. He gets it into the hands of Atwell. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. That is a big play for LA. And even 30 yards.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
So it's man coverage, Mike. You have to keep track of who your responsibility is. And in this case, he just drops him. He's wide open, short throws, turn into long runs, and they're inside the red zone.
Williams. Oh, and he is depleted on that one. Picked up, thrown down behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 1.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal?
From a little further back, here's second and goal. A shotgun snap to Stafford. That one, take it in. Devontae Adams. Touchdown, LA.
Touchdown, Rams.
Now, remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Point after try, forthcoming. It's up and good. And the Rams are back within 4. It is 14-10. So, we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. The Panthers off to the early advantage. And will return to Charlotte in a moment. So, following the score, here's Evans to send it away. To return is Hubbard. Whoa. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Panthers offense and running back Rico Dowdle getting set for this next drive. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Here's a carry for Dowdle. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. That's the way to get started, a pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be second down.
Emmanuel Ford is on the stop. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7. at the 47-yard line.
From the gun, it's Young. He'll find his tight end, Tommy Tremble. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. McMillan comes in motion. A second down throw for Young. Here's a screen coming for Dowdle. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Complete to Rico Dowdle. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Leggett in motion. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
On 4th down, on comes Ryan Fitzgerald for the Carolina field goal. This one from 43 yards away. That one is good. And the Panthers will open up a touchdown lead. It's now 17-10.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So now, after the field goal, Fitzgerald is back out there to send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Rams offense and Devontae Adams heading back onto the field. Find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with first down and 10. To throw is Stafford. He'll complete it to Adams. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here's second and 6. On the play fake, here's Stafford. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. Derek Brown in for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up 3rd down.
15.
So after picking up some positive yardage on first down, they end up going backwards on second. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Stafford. He's got his man. It's Smith. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
First down.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. They'll go again here with Williams. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Rams first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Man in motion is Smith. On the handoff, it is Williams running to the right. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
2 yards.
2nd and 2. You're thinking, I got 2 downs to get 2 yards. How hard can that be? Well, against this defense, it turns out to be a big challenge. They take you back for a loss of 2, and now you find yourself on 3rd down.
Stafford now on 3rd down. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
If you want to win in this league and have a successful defense, how you perform on 3rd down is critical. Even more so, your backs are up against the wall. The offense finds themselves down in the red zone looking for 6. Those 3rd down sacks go a long way to keeping touchdowns off the board and making them settle for field goals.
The Panthers will take their first timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming.
Harrison Beavis on for the field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Rams are able to cut it to 4. 17-13.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here's Trevor Etienne. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Panthers offense and running back Rico Dowdle getting set for this next drive. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him. And your offensive line, he's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. On first down is Young. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
The RPO, that's out to McMillan. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
Third and 2.
Third and 2. Here we go. Out of the shotgun. Young. He'll try and get there on the ground. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
And the Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
Young to throw on first down. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Jatavian Sanders was the intended receiver. It's second down. Throwing is Young. Over the middle, he locates McMillan. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
When you call these double moves, you're going for broke. And you're looking to throw this ball over the head of the defense, so give a lot of credit to the defensive backs. Yes, it led to a completion, but this was not the big play the offense intended when the coordinator called that play.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their second, as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime.
Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Here's Young to throw. There he goes again. And he'll slide to a halt after picking up about 6.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
The Panthers, they're going to burn their third and final timeout, and they'll get together prior to this second down play.
Turn it up, fellas! Turn it up! Take it to him! Don't let him rest!
Here's Ryan Fitzgerald to try the field goal. This one from 39 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Panthers going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that kick will help extend the lead, but remember, Mike, it's still a one-possession game. Halftime's right around the corner, so both teams, there's a lot of work left to be done before we crown a winner here.
Just 1 second remaining in this first half, and they will kick it away. And And he will not attempt a return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
On first down, it's Stafford. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula as they come out for the second half. It's about to get underway. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Rams offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Now a second down throw for Stafford. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's going to be third down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
On fourth down, the Rams will send out Ethan Evans to punt. A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line. The Panthers offense and running back Rico Dowdle getting set for this next drive. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Now Dowdle. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
The RPO, a pass taken by McMillan. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
5-yard gain on the
So there's a
play.
saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, And while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he is tough to bring down. Finally, the defense gets him on the ground. It'll be no gain on that play.
This play right here is just a clear example of just how hard it is to bring this back down. Like, I mean, he had to break multiple tackles just to get back to the original line of scrimmage. But give credit to the defense. They kept bringing bodies at him, and they're eventually able to get him down for no gain.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Braden Fisk is there to bring him down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
So the hope is your 1 3rd down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
On 4th down, Carolina going to send out Sam Martin to punt. Xavier Smith deep to return. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. The Rams offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Williams. Up the sideline at the 35. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And a good run there. So they get him 5 yards.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw is Stafford. To the left side, and Adams has it. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
Well, it wasn't the most exciting throw of the day, but I want you to watch, Mike, is the suddenness of the route runner. Change of speed, change of direction. Those are the qualities of great route runners, and this guy's certainly one of them.
Here's a handoff to Williams. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Parkinson in motion. 2nd down, it's Stafford. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the Panthers are going to recover the football. And so much for a nice gain through the passing game. Not finishing the play, fumbling the football, and the offense has turned it over, Greg.
Mike, give credit to the defender here for not quitting on this play. They just give up a chunk play in the passing game. He stays after it, and instead of just making a simple tackle, he attacks the ball, knocks it loose, and creates a big takeaway for this defense.
The Panthers offense and running back Rico Dowdle getting set for this next drive. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10.
We took the ball! How easy was that? Score the ball!
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They run over center with Williams. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Stafford. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
And on 3rd down, that ball's incomplete.
And I think this is just a really good quarterback play. You understand you got 3 points in your pocket. Don't try to be a hero on 3rd down and make the perfect pass. Throw it away, and at the end, just come away with points on this drive.
Davis on for the field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Rams will cut the lead down to 4.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. To return is Hubbard. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10.
Spread the ball around, let's run!
They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. The RPO, that one is complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Get in the end zone,
To throw, Young. That one taken in right side by Leggett.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's a Carolina 1st down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
They'll run here. The former Canadian track star, Chuba Hubbard, will take it. That's a short pickup to about the 47. Kobe Durant up to make the stop.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
It is 2nd and 9. Young. Looking left side is tight end Tremble. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
21 yards.
A pickup of 21 on that connection. It's good for a Panther 1st down.
At the 33-yard line.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. We begin the 4th with a carry by Dowdle. And a missed tackle there. He pushes forward. It'll give him 4 yards.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down, or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
From the gun, it's Young. He's got his man. That's Leakett. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. His 2nd catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a 1st down.
At the 14-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone.
He's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Jared Hurst in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
And after allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
3rd and a long way to go. Now Young. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Makes the score Panthers 23, Rams 16.
So now, after the field goal, Fitzgerald is back out there to send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he's stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. On play action, it's Stafford. Nakua snags it over the middle. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
A give, and here comes Williams. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A pickup of 12 yards. 1st down, L.A.
1st down. A gain of
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a 1st down.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Sean Robinson in there for the sack. He forced his way through. A loss of 9.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Back-to-back plays by this defense now, Mike, winning these early downs. They get the sack on 1st, the tackle for loss on 2nd, and now it brings up 3rd and long.
They need one right now. 3rd and long. Man in motion is Smith. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And they go backwards here again. The defense stands tall, and it's 4th down.
Nice to have a coach that in these situations say, we're going to call a play, Mike, that in essence just adds yards to the punt. So it's 3rd and a mile. Pick up as many as you can. If you pop one for the 1st down, great. But if not, you bring out the punt team, and however many yards you picked up on 3rd down, you add it on top of the punt.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Panthers offense and running back Rico Dowdle getting set for this next drive. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. On 1st and 10, here's Young. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
A 2nd down throw for Young. Check this down. That's Hubbard out of the backfield. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
From the gun here on third down, it's Young. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
As this clock continues to tick, we're getting dangerously close here to do-or-die territory. But after that third down sack, real good chance of getting off the field. No points allowed. Let's see if their offense now can do their job, because defense certainly did theirs.
Were they even paying attention?
Hunting time for the Panthers, set to kick this one away. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And he's going to make a fair catch just beyond his own 40-yard line. Rams offense ready to get back at it. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. They'll run it with Williams. Down the sideline, past the 45. And he'll be taken down. 16 yards on the game, and a quick first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Off play action. It's Stafford. Open man, that's Adams. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's first and goal. Sure, they're thinking about the decision after the touchdown since they're down 7. But first, they've got to get the TD. It is first down. Kyren Williams. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? This taken at the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Panthers offense ready to take over once again. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive. It starts with first down. To throw is Young. The throw here is complete. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Throwing on second down, Young. That's into traffic, but taken in. That'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. A big play in the game now. 3rd down and 1. Hubbard. And he'll get this to the 35. That's good enough for the first down.
And these are the tough yards you judge a back by, Mike. We used to say to our backs, hey, even if we don't block everyone, you've got to be your own blocker. Like, you have to find a way to get 1 yard and keep this drive alive. And I think he's able to pick up that first down by about 1 yard or 2.
They'll drop to throw. That one's hauled in the side by McMillan.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Here comes second down. Out of the shotgun, Young. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And 3
Great job there
go.
defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
To throw is Young. That one complete to Leggett. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 4 at the Rams' 49-yard line.
Now Young, short one there, caught by Tremble. And they'll take this down inside the 35. The Panthers will take their first timeout. They stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
We are gonna do this. We got this. Focus, pause, focus.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. They'll stick to the ground. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
11 more yards.
And we are set for a great finish. Timeout. 2 seconds remaining in the game.
2-yard line.
So a big kick coming here for Ryan Fitzgerald. This to win the game. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. So a big kick coming here for Ryan Fitzgerald. This one he's got to have. This kick is good. And it's celebration time. A walk-off victory on the game's final play. So it's over. It's a win for the Panthers. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. Kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away with a 3-point victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners, as we say, so long from Uptown Charlotte.